What's up, guys? This is Mark from DSGD, and from the title you should know what I'm trying to talk about. So those of you guys who follow the channel, you know that I made a video about eBay feedback not making a difference. It doesn't. I'm going to post a link in the description to that video so you guys can understand why it doesn't make a difference. But even though I assured you guys it doesn't make a difference, I got a few questions and comments about how to deal with negative feedback and how to get it removed. So first of all, let me start by saying I do not request to remove negative feedback, right? I used to. If I want to use one of my VAs to do it, I may do it, but generally speaking, I don't get them removed, and you can see why in the video in the description. But I want to go through what you can get removed and how you go about removing it. So first of all, those of you guys who don't know what eBay feedback is, it is this stuff right here, right? This is a drop shipper I use for most of my trainings, Classic 365. So what I did is I just came to this feedback section and I went to basically the most recent negative feedback. If you notice, guys, he's a pretty decent drop shipper, sells more than $100,000 a month. Feedback is 99.1, not 100%. So let's just look at the negative. I'm not going to look at the almost 600 positive, but let's look at the 9 negative, right? So the first comment, price was more than listed. So if you notice, Classic 365 responded, and this is something that you should do as a quicker response to the negative feedback that wouldn't take you a lot of time. So he put price was more than listed. Classic 365 respond. He was willing to pay the shown price at checkout, price not hidden to buyers. So basically what this guy is saying is that the price he bought, what he wants to say, right, is that he bought this item for a specific price, and I'm guessing that when he got it, he noticed that it was cheaper, because if I remember correctly, that's a Walmart item, right, for like $39 or something, $40. Anyway, so he paid $61.45, and I'm guessing he got a receipt from Walmart showing that it's $40-something, right? The thing is, what Classic 365 is trying to say here is that there was nothing hidden. As a drop shipper, you say, hey, this is what's for sale at this price, buy it or not, like any other retailer. The issue comes in here is when he says something like that. Now you do have the option to call eBay and say, hey, this guy said this thing, it simply isn't true. eBay will call eBay customer service number, the 1-800 number. You can Google it. I'm not going to post it here, but you can call eBay and say, hey guys, this simply is not true. eBay will go through the communication between you and the buyer, confirm it's not true, and remove the feedback. Now, the reason why Classic 365, myself, and other big drop shippers do not waste the time to call eBay to get feedback removed is this. Calling eBay would take between holding, customer service, and all that stuff, changing extensions. It might take you anywhere from 30 minutes an hour. In high season, maybe 2 hours. That's just not time you have to waste, especially for a metric that doesn't affect your selling ability. So, yes, I know the title of the video is how to remove eBay feedback. You could call eBay customer service, have them remove feedback like this, right? I'll show you let me go through some other feedback. Send purple. Okay, so basically this one, the wrong one was ordered. Classic 365 responded. If send an email to resolve concerns. Now, if you see, one of the strategies that he's using, and I have mentioned in the past, is the only thing that this negative feedback affects is when a buyer clicks your feedback just to see what the negative feedback is. I would say about 80 or 90% of the buyers just look, if they have over 95% feedback, they don't even think about it. I have an account with 94% feedback and it's selling fine. But the reason for him responding to all the negative feedback is so that any other buyer coming after that could observe and say, hey, he's a real person, he's a real seller, he's responding stuff, okay, maybe there's some disagreements. And it's still 99% feedback, right? But that's for the small percentage of people that would check the feedback. So that is much less time consuming than calling. The truth is, if a negative feedback is a complete lie, like this one, and eBay could prove that through the communication. If you call and say, hey eBay, this is the case, this is what happened, this person put negative feedback, is not true, can you get rid of it? They'll get rid of it. That's one. If you have a feedback that says, hey, this item came from Walmart or Target or Amazon, chances are they would have it removed. I would say 90% chance you might have to call back a second time to have it removed. So you can call eBay customer service and have any feedback removed that either is a lie or basically the buyer can't prove that that was true, and eBay would help you out as a seller and remove it. But the time it takes, to do that, I would spend the time listing other items I'll sell quickly, not worrying about that, and simply respond to the negative feedback so anyone coming after would understand that it's a real business, you're really selling, there's someone behind this screen helping you out, and that's it. Anyway guys, love you guys, travel the world, make money. Subscribe, comment. If you have any questions, I will answer it. So just post your question in the comment section. I'll even post a video specific for you. And yeah, thanks for your time guys. Hopefully that's helpful in some of the problems you have with eBay dropshipping. And yeah, peace. Later.